So here's the thing. I have been waiting for a good matchup for Bo Nickel, right? He's fought a couple dudes in the middleweight division, and a lot of people are saying he hasn't fought anybody with absolute merit. I think we have found that perfect non-ranked contender in Joe Pyre, the man in the co-main event from Green versus Dawson, because I didn't think that he was going to be winning that fight just because I knew who he was going up against. But then submits him in the second round like it was close to nothing. Now, of course, Bo Nickel looked really good against that last opponent, the Wood dude he fought. And that's the thing is, I felt like he was just kind of brought into the UFC to lose to Bo Nickel and put the Bo show on full blast because your typical MMA fans aren't going to be thinking about that stuff. Who's he actually fighting? Now, he was fighting a grappling champion. I'm going to be honest there. So, no disrespect to his last opponent. But when you see two guys like that absolutely steamroll the competition, you see Joe Pyre and then you see Bo Nickel, and they're both just kind of running through the guys who say they're going to be the ones to stop the hype. We need to get Joe Pyre and Bo Nickel together because they both have outstanding grappling. Like to see Joe Pyre do what he did, like shot right out in the first round and started taking people down, eventually grinding out. Basically, what Bo Nickel's game should be. Bo Nickel is obviously a collegiate wrestler with an outstanding background, and I saw his striking on some really good display first. But a lot of people are starting to kind of doubt the Bo show right now, um, which is understandable. You haven't seen him fight any who's, right? But if he fights Joe Pyre, and I'm talking Joe Pyre, Joe Pyre, um, that's that perfect. It's kind of like Patty the Batty versus Jordan Levitt because we're like, okay, well, who really has he fought? And then you have that perfect contender. That is who Bo should be fighting next. That's the perfect place to shut up all the doubters, and then we can move on to the ranking systems. Then we can move on to taking on the 15, the 7s, the 2s, and then the championship round. Because there's a lot of hype around Bo, and I do want to see him succeed. But also, I see a lot of underappreciation for Joe, and I want to see him succeed too. But I want to see these two guys clash. The battle of the two orange haired beasts would be one of the best things to happen at 185 right now. That's what I got to say. If you have any objections, comments, concerns, leave a comment. Leave it open for debate. But I say Joe Pyre versus Bo Nickel. Perfect to get Bo some legitimate names under his belt, like some real UFC material. That's what I got to say. Peace.